What I saw on the morning of the 12th was the same thing. I saw the formation of portals, and I saw the abduction of people into spaceships and portals. So I was standing on a tree-lined street, and it was a tree-lined street in those nice neighborhoods that go like this. And so it's a one-way street, and people coming home, they come and they park their cars on this side, and they park their cars on this side. So it kind of makes the road narrower, but you can still drive in the middle. So there's all these cars parked here and all these cars parked here on a street like this, and I was down at the bottom of the street looking up the street in the direction that the cars were facing. The cars were facing this way, and I, Celestial, was standing here looking up the street. And as I watched in that neighborhood, the air of the neighborhood became very wobbly and wiggly. It looked like in the movies when a person is having a memory or having a dream. In the middle section, so I can see the whole neighborhood, right? I can see the streets, I can see the cars, I can see houses on this side. Let me get my hand in the frame. Houses all along this side, houses all along this side, nice trees in the background and everything. Right in the middle section, which contained treetops, some cars, the tarmac, the middle section became like this. It became very wavy, dreamlike, and a white mist, a kind of white fog, began to form in the air. And I also saw that this waviness was because of extreme heat. So that air in that middle section where I was looking became so hot that it was not just clear air. It had the unmistakable heat wave lines as when we get extremely terrible weather. And then all of a sudden, a circle of lights appeared, and those lights were squarish rectangle. They were not full rectangles, because full rectangles obey the laws of math, and it's 4 normal size, too short, too long. These rectangles were weird in that they did this and then they were sealed like this. So they were bendy. They were bendy rectangles, and then where one bent like this, another one was joined to it. So it went rectangle, 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 and they formed that circle of lights all along the underside of this thing. And I found something online that is quite close to, excuse the glare, but there you can see, I found something online that is quite close to what I saw. So if you go to the Master's Voice, the URL for every prophetic word is below. Then you will see this exact thing whereby the bendy rectangles are there. And then there was a slight bit of steel stuck on the outside. And this circle of lights suddenly appeared, glowing white hot, arranged in a perfect circle in the middle of the road. So I couldn't see the upper side of the ship, but I was looking at the underside. And the difference from this picture is that most of the underside of this ship was just a big gaping hole of blazing combustion taking place. Blasts of heat were coming out from within the circle, and there was a huge hole breathing like a furnace in the middle. And the effect of this hole is what was causing this wobbly dimension in the entire neighborhood. So the entire neighborhood was kind of weird and shimmery because of the presence of this thing. And 1 minute it had not been there, and then it suddenly appeared. 1 minute it was not there, and then the next minute it was just there. It materialized a little bit above the trees, hanging between the 2 rows of the cars, and then it just cooled itself down. So it didn't take a long time. It went from boiling lava heat coming out of the hole to shoo, and then it was cool, and then it dimmed the lights, and then it hovered. And all around, like I said, the air became woozy, like in the movies when somebody is about to have a memory